Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And this Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea. I thought it was meant to be a done deal. According to some so-called in-the-know Chelsea experts, this deal was a done deal a couple of days ago. Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So as we're looking forward to not looking forward to the game against Manchester City, I'm going to be focusing this on Chelsea's gullible fan base and some wannabe in the nose or content creators who want to make a name for themselves. Briefly looking at the game against Man City, what sort of Chelsea we're going to get, I don't know. I really don't know. We are now the third best team in West London. We're not even the greatest team in London anymore. We're the third best team in West London. Fulham and Brentford ahead of us. Can you believe that? And so, we go into tomorrow's game more in hope of winning rather than confident of winning. But you never know. They've had some dodgy results this season as well, so maybe we can shock them with a win. You never know. But anyway, on to Enzo Fernandez. We had this guy. I'm not going to name him. I don't really want to name him, but you know who he is. Who is got a lot of kudos in the last couple of days because he said, "Oh, done deal for Enzo Fernandez," and this was picked up by some other accounts. I'm not sure. I think it was what's the Italian guy? Not Fabrizio, the other one. I can't remember his name now. Gianluca, whatever, the one who reports to Sky Sports, his name just cannot remember. Di Marzio, I think that's it. He kind of said that it's almost a done deal at around about the same time as this content creator, Chelsea content creator, said it, and so that added to the credibility of his story and the fan base, everyone, even all of the so-called in the nose and journalists. Chelsea-related journalists were getting excited and calling this guy Tier 1 and the god of transfers, and people were saying that he's now overtaken Kinsella and Matt Law as the king of transfers. But he duped you all, guys. He duped you all. I was the only one who tweeted. I saw through it and I tweeted that it's not a done deal. Because if it was a done deal, then we'll hear about it from Benfica first, more than anyone else. So it's not a done deal. So saying it was a done deal, and the guy was hedging his bets because obviously at that point in time, a couple of days ago, it did look like it would be pushed through. A lot of noise coming out of Argentina and a lot of noise coming out of Portugal that the deal was very close. So this guy wanting to, why do people want to break the news first? He just wanted to get in there, break the news first. And yeah, obviously he wants to make himself look credible. Why? Because he's just started a YouTube channel and he wants to get some subscribers. And he did that in one of his tweets where he said, like, a little cheeky plug here, because I've given you the news, please subscribe to my channel, job done. And he's got some so-called sources or whatever. So you know what? I am always one who says a deal isn't done until the guy has signed this contract and is holding up the shirt. There's not such thing as a done deal. I got my fingers burned once on that, where I think it was a Neymar deal a few years ago, where we had this guy, I can't remember, where was he gone now? This was the first person, I cannot remember the guy's name. I think he was Scandinavian, and he always used to come out with deals. He used to be quite good in his knowledge, but then he once said, Neymar Chelsea done deal. I got my hopes up, I got excited, only to find out it wasn't a done deal. But sometimes it's not to say it's not a done deal, because sometimes, when I say it's not a done deal because it's until it's done, obviously. But it was, he had indications that he was going to sign for Chelsea, but then something happened the last minute, so that's what happened. Even Willian, probably Tottenham thought it was probably a nearly done deal when we stole him from them, and And even look at the Mudryk one for Arsenal at the moment. Arsenal look the favourites, and Chelsea have come in supposedly with a last-minute offer for this guy. And I don't think he's going to join us. I just think that it's the Shakhtar, the next side, who's pushing this story, and it's in their best interest to push this story. Why? Because they want top dollar for their player, and if they start a fake bidding war, then Arsenal will up their offer and eventually pay Shakhtar what they want, and that's the way it works sometimes, you know. So guys, you know, Chelsea fan base were getting gassed, and people were setting up their teams for, you know, after the January window. Enzo Fernandez's name was in the middle of the park, and you know, there were spaces where people were getting excited by it all, you know. Haven't you learnt your lesson, guys? Learn your lesson from the what's the guy who's gone to Barcelona, Rafinha, from the Rafinha situation, or the Jules Koundé situation. You know, not such thing as a done deal, guys, until it's been announced at Chelsea that a deal has been agreed. Not to say that we won't get Enzo Fernandez. I'm not saying that we won't. We may do, probably will. But, you know, from what this guy was saying, that he signed off, far from the truth, because the clubs are still in negotiations. And it's tough negotiations, because you're talking about a world record fee for this particular player. And, you know, Benfica want most of the money up front. Chelsea cannot put up most of the money up front because they need to comply with financial fair play. And that brings me on to another subject I want to talk about, the fan base. Now, you know, all of them who were, you know, getting excited that he was coming to Chelsea, and now the thought that this deal may collapse, and a lot of them are oh, what's wrong with Chelsea, and abuse is coming out from the pay up whatever it takes, why don't we pay the full release clause. Guys, this isn't Football Manager, this isn't FIFA 23, this is the real world here. So you got to understand that when we can't pay this money up front, otherwise that's it. We'll just spend all our summer transfer budget and our January transfer budget on one player. Because we're paying up front, when we're talking about financial fair play, then, you know, we will be in breach of financial fair play rules if unless we sell 3 or 4 or 5 players even for big money where we can break even. And we won't be able to break even. That's why the club are trying to negotiate something where we can pay them in installments. And we you know, he's not the only guy that we need for, you know, we need to rebuild. We need to get in another central midfielder. I think for the summer we need to get in a right back, definitely another striker maybe. So, you know, if we're going to get this Enzo Fernandez, that means that's it for not only January, that's probably it for the summer as well. And fans will start moaning about us not being active in the transfer market. So we can't have it both ways, guys, and you've got to be realistic about how things work in the transfer market. So, you know, Chelsea are willing to walk away. There's other alternatives out there. Okay, this guy would have been good for us, ticks all the boxes, but we can't be held to ransom. We can't be seen to held to ransom. Anyway, as I said, it's not going to be feasible. It's not going to be practice. It's impossible, but exactly, to pay anything in one go. It's not possible. We haven't got the finances to do that. So, you know, if that's how Porto want to play hardball, then guys, we're not going to get him. That's it. That's the reality of it. You know, so you need to face facts. So, you know, just a word of caution to all our fans out there: don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to anybody who say signed off. The one who wants to get first, the breaking news first of all, and you know, but because it's just gonna so that high that you're feeling is just going to be a mighty fall when you get disappointed and you find out it's not the case. So just be chilled. You know, if you notice, I haven't made a lot of videos on this situation because, you know, I don't like to make videos anymore, you know, on transfers until I know that they're definitely going to be happening. They're definitely confirmed, like the deal that we've got for Nkuku, that's signed off already. and obviously that Santos is I think he's having a medical or something, and Fofana, people like that, we know that those deals are definitely going through. But with this one, as I said, it was a complicated deal to do in such a short space of time as well. So, you know, you got to use logic sometimes when you're looking at these situations. So guys, what do you think? Do you think Chelsea should just pay up the money and just, because he's such a good player, that you'll just be happy just to have him for January and for the summer? Or do you think we need to be sensible in the market and, you know, better to try and get 3 or 4 players rather than just put all our eggs in the Enzo Fernandez basket? Stick your comments in the section below, and don't forget, guys, to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and stay tuned for the next video and share the content as well. So take care for now, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.